Arsene, here we go again, a new Premier League season, and it starts for the first time in history on a Friday night.
Yes, that's new. For the rest, of course, the challenge is the same. It is you want to win your games and win your home games even more, and start very strongly. You know that we prepared for that. We have a difficult challenge against Leicester, but we prepared well physically, and overall, I hope that everybody will be fit for Friday night and strong in the game.
And just 1 point needed to be top of the table.
Yeah, but as I told you, we want to win the games, you know, and in the recent years we had some disappointments in the first game. We have prepared well, and that's all you can do.
Those disappointments, it's only 1 win in 7 on the opening day. What do you put that down to?
It's difficult to say. Many times we had players away with international competitions who were not ready for the start of the season. Sometimes as well we had not the right preparation because we travelled a lot, and it's not exactly the same this season. We travelled a lot, but it looks like we travelled very early, and we had 3 weeks when you came back to prepare for the opening day. So overall, I felt that the preparation went quite well.
So was that a conscious decision? You looked at what happened last year and you thought, how can we fix that for this year?
Yes, and I felt as well that we had stronger opponents in our preparation, and when we looked at back at the number of minutes played by the players who started the season, we are much higher than in the previous seasons, because we had more games as well. We played 7 games, and against strong opponents, you know, so that I think contributes as well to good preparation. But you can talk and talk. The reality is on Friday night.
You would have crunched the numbers and analysed what players have done in pre-season, but you also, after so many years, have a feel for it. Do you sense a certain sharpness, something there?
Of course, we analyse our physical performance, and the physical performances are good.
When you look back at last season, you look at the table, it does get very, very tight. The start of the season is as vital as any other stage.
Of course, but we made 75 points last year. You know, obviously it's always very difficult to predict what will be needed. We made 71 2 years ago, 75 last year. We want to continue to move up, and after God knows where the others will, how many points the others make, let's focus on our own performances.
You've had 2 new signings who have bedded in very quickly. Kolasinac's been described as an absolute animal, an absolute tank by Theo Walcott. He's made a really strong start.
He has made a strong start. He integrates very quickly the way we want to play. He had some difficulties at the start, but after went stronger and stronger. And when he came on against Chelsea on Sunday, he had a very strong performance.
Does it feel like the Premier League is tailor-made for a player like Siad?
When you look at his natural qualities, you would say yes, because the Premier League is very demanding physically, very demanding in the impact of the contacts, you know, and on that front he's quite gifted and talented. So overall I believe that he has as well the right mental attitude. He looks to go into the challenges with pleasure, and that is something that is needed here.
When did you first know about him? How long have you been on his case?
We have been, I met him, I don't exactly remember, but we have worked on that for quite a long time, about 6 months.
Lacazette has a wonderful record, 91 goals in the last 4 French league seasons. Are goals harder to come by in the Premier League?
Certainly, you would say that. We have many examples where the goals do not necessarily transfer from one league to the other, and not necessarily from the French league to the English league. But you must say as well, you have examples where it shows that the guys who scored in France score in England. The last one is Ibrahimovic, you know. He scored in France and he scored in England exactly the same number of goals. So overall I'm confident that he will get the goals.
You've talked before about expected goals. Alexis is one of those players who exceeds his expected goals. Lacazette is another one of those.
Lacazette is another one of it, you know. He had approximately every 80 minutes a goal in France, you know, so that is quite a good record, because 80 is within 90, and that is quite promising. So, but let's not focus too much on that. I believe that if a team plays well and creates chances, he will get on the end of it.
And one player who's really stood out in pre-season is Alex Iwobi, a young player who's come through the ranks. Does he feel like he's gone up a level?
He has prepared well, and in the middle of the last season he had a little dip in his performances, and this time he came back focused. He's always been, he has a good mentality, you know, he loves football passionately, and his personality is absolutely fantastic. He's a team player on top of that, and I'm sure he will contribute highly. It's this kind of players like who come out from our ranks. It's absolutely an unbelievable benefit for the club, and I'm convinced that we'll have a great season, Alex.
I'm sure you won't tell us the team for Friday night, but has he made it quite hard for you to drop him?
Yes, of course. And you know, they are not dropped. They are just to be in the 18 in our team at the moment is a selection, is not a drop. He'll certainly be in the squad. Will he start or not? I don't know yet, but he will be in the 18, and he is one of the players who can contribute highly.